afternoon, welcome to Showbiz Now here on Joy Prime, and in the next 30 minutes we get to talk about everything that would actually interest you here on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an exclusive interview with Uncle White also coming up right here on Showbiz Now this very afternoon. So just sit tight and enjoy the best of it. My name is KMJ and I was born to talk. Historic Asante visit Chebi. The cordial relationship between the Menchia Palace and the Ofori Fie will be cemented when the Asante Otumfuo Osei II makes a historic visit to Chebi, the traditional capital of Achim Abuakwa, today, August 23, 2018, at the invitation of the Oche Hene himself, Osajifo Amwetia Ofori Penyin. Now, Otumfuo Osei II, the 16th occupant of the Golden Stool, is visiting Chebi as the special guest of honor at the 75th anniversary of the death of a former Oche Hene, Nana Se Ofori Atta, who is credited with the transformation of Achim Abuakwa. And I saw at the Menchia Palace told the Daily Graphic that the Asante Hene was traveling with a huge delegation of about 100, including some paramount chiefs from the Ashanti and the Brongahafo regions. Otumfuo and his host will ride in palanquins in what is expected to be an extraordinary traditional extravaganza. One of the most complex conundrums that have left the country's chieftaincy institution for centuries has been the perceived rivalry between the two traditional leaders. Now, away from that, a long-held rift dates back to over 300 years during the Asante Wars of Expansion and was recently fueled by public comment by the Asante Hene, accusing some individuals close to President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo of trying to bring the Golden Stool into disrepute. Now, although the intervention of the president saw the Oche Hene making a visit to the Menchia Palace, some people also saw it as a mere window dressing. Now, this explains why the visit of the Asante Hene to Achim Abuakwa is very significant. Now, close watchers of our traditional institution and even political and social commentators believe that today's visit will demonstrate what modern chieftaincy stands for: unity of purpose and development. Now, pre-independence wars, the country's pre-independence history from the 17th century was occupied by the Asante Wars of conquest vis-a-vis the British attempts to maintain its stronghold on the colony. Now, the founder of the Asante Kingdom, Opimsio Osei II, from the 1700s to the 1717, began the Asante Wars but was unable to conquer the Achim state, although his army had defeated the Akanda state, including Wassa, Dintra, Seshi, and Chifo. Before Asante could push its forces to the coastal states with a target of the Fantis and Gas, it had to take control of Achim. So in the 1717, Apimsio Osei II led an Asante force to attack the Achim state, but they were met with a fierce counterattack, which actually forced the Asante army to withdraw to Kumasi. History has it that Opimsio Osei II was shot and killed by the Achims while crossing the Pratt River, accompanied by the Asante Rare Army. Now, the mantle fell on the then occupant of the Silver Stool in Asante, the Mampong Hene Nana Akuyamwa Ping, to take charge of the Asante army until Opoku Ware I, also known as Opoku Ware Ketechie, ascended the Golden Stool in 1718 to lead the Asante army. Now, in 1742, Opoku Ware I led his dreaded army to attack Achim Abuakwa and Achim Kotoku, and the chiefs of the two areas were killed by the Asantes, paving the way for the Asante army to actually launch an onslaught on the Ga and Fanti state. Now, pre-Amotia era, it may not be also for nothing that Otumfuo Osei II is actually going to Achim Abuakwa to honor the late Nana Se Ofori Atta. Clearly, Asante and Achim Abuakwa cannot be perpetual enemies, even if that enmity existed. Nana Ofori Atta visited Otumfuo Osei Ajiman Prempeh II at the Menchia Palace in the 1960s. Both of them were knighted by the British monarch and were the two most powerful traditional rulers in the country, then who actually rallied behind the National Liberation Movement to oppose the Convention People's Party (CPP) in the fiery pre-independence and immediate post-independence political upheavals. Later in 1985, the Oche Hene Osajifo Kuntum Kununku II also attended a debate by Otumfuo Opokuwari II in Kumasi. When he visited Kumasi, Osagyefo Amoatia made a profound statement emphasizing that he cherished his relationship with the Asantehene. Now, we do not want to remain just traditional rulers. Our country needs transformation, and we must encourage our people to take care of their own destiny, he said. Now, the Ochene was reported to have said at a dinner hosted by Otumfuo Osei in his honor these words. President Akufo-Addo, who was also at the dinner, was also reported to have said he would continue to bring on board traditional rulers in the country's development aspirations to facilitate socio-economic growth. Otumfuo Osei is married to an Achim, Lady Julia Osei. Chieftaincy has come a long way, and as Otumfuo Osei has repeatedly said, chiefs today are not leading their peoples to fight their enemies in the physical sense, explaining that the fight is against their greatest enemies, which are poverty, ignorance, and disease. Well, that's what it is for you here on this very bulletin. But we'll move on to other issues to talk about more entertainment stories. But don't forget that it's ongoing at the moment. The Achim Abuaka, that is where the historic visit is all happening. Make sure you also catch a glimpse of it and see and cherish tradition. Away from that, this one says, stop pestering me with marriage proposal, says a lady that, you so much admire, Gloria Safo. And she says that she has a man to satisfy her. Actress and television personality Gloria Safo has asked Ghanaian men pestering her with marriage proposals to desist from such acts. According to her, there were reports that she was looking for a man to marry, but she insisted that those reports were fake and that she has a man who satisfies her needs and wants. She says, there are reports going on that I am in search of a man to marry. So since then, DMs, strange calls, etc. Please, I'm not searching. God has favored me with a man. She told Zion Felix that she indicated also that men pestering her in her DM and calling her number just to propose to her should put a stop to it and ensure that they also find someone to settle down with. How interesting is that? All right. So congratulations to you. We wish you well in your dating and satisfaction, Gloria Safo. It could have been me though. Away from that, let's talk about we know Castro is not dead. Andy Dusty dares Samuel Jan to tell the truth. And 4 years after Ghanaian musician Castro and his lady friend Janet Bandu vanished in the Adak River whilst on holidays, a repented occultist Obatan X claims Castro born Theophilus Tego is very much alive and he's enjoying life in second heaven and that he will soon return. The musician was reported to have died on one of the jet skis at the resort, but the controversies that surrounded the death has never ceased to end. According to Andy Dusty, Castro is very alive and dead people like Asamoah Gyan, who knows what really happened at Ada, should actually come out with the truth and stop lying. Now, we know he's alive, we know Castro is not dead, but who doesn't know this? Castro is not dead. We all know he's not dead. When did he fall in water? I'm saying it on authority. The boy didn't fall in water. They have been lying to us for so long. Enough of the lies. They saw that the jet ski was packed on a land and not on top of a river. The key string was in there. So why would people lie about it that the guy has been drowned? Now, Samuel Jan should come sit in front of me and lie through his teeth. Let's see what happens. What is this? Castro is not dead. He should come back. We are waiting for him, and we'll wait until the 7th year we declare him dead. All right, so that's some Castro controversies over there. I don't know what you think. I mean, these issues of Castro alive and he's going to come back, it's continuing for a long time. But well, if dude is actually enjoying somewhere, Castro, please send me some meat. I need it. I need license to grow weed. Marijuana is good for Ghana, says Samini. Oh, okay. Why? You guys, why? Because I'm excited about that. No, it doesn't make me okay. Dancehall artist Samini has appealed to the government of Ghana to grant him license to grow marijuana in the country. Samini asked the government to install proper mechanisms for marijuana to be used as a commercial product instead of criminalizing its usage. Now, the multiple award-winning artist made his comment in an interview with host Odi Ahinkan, sitting in for the regular host Abeku Santana on OKFM's Wednesday live show. Now, he recounted some benefits of the marijuana to the national development, saying when it is legalized and farmers like himself are given the necessary assistance to grow the product, it will help to generate revenue for the country. And yes, I totally agree with that. As for its users personally,
me here license medria we na me de akoma industries now mo use we every year a draw any every other thing important apart from smoking.
A farmer now come no open license there
be me a farmer say me license edidria weed me supply to the medical industry, the oil industry, even the denim industry, the paper industry, the
industry.
You know, different industries are use marijuana no as raw material or as base for ade omu producing. It is let me make one analysis. Say just because I'm for a smoky, ain't no over bande plant now. Can I say plant no so there were multiple other uses apart from smoking. To bet me abandon the smoking of it in town, in public, the use of it as a recreational drug, bet me abandon. But I was saying my farmers grow because every country in the world has idea in the soil need to grow. And any crobia need to be we.
Na Ghana say soil need be cocoa.
But other places also other things. And almost idea we into we so other places are be so here the jeans, the paper, the oil, the soap, the every other thing apart from say obechi trash. Until you are doing feature no side no.
Some K media, but away from that, 2 quick questions for Samini. Samini, are you sure you're not growing the thing already? And you're just waiting for us to say it's illegal? And secondly, is this the reason why you sang Jai shit? All right, so folks, that's Samini talking about the fact that we need to legalize it. What's your thoughts about it? Away from that, let's get into IES 2018 Summit thrills patrons and the 2018 edition of the International Youth Empowerment IES Summit thrilled thousands of patrons at the National Theatre here in Accra. IES is a good thing. IES is a global initiative which was partnered with Joy Prime and was dedicated to the spiritual, intellectual, and emotional growth of the youth. And it is under the aegis of Brian Jones Outreach Ministry, headed by Dr. Brian Amwatin, a Ghanaian pastor based in London. Now, IES has contributed immensely to the national development of the youth and young adults in Ghana through its conferences, workshops, and summits. Now, this year's event will have the General Overseer of Action Chapel International, Archbishop Duncan Williams, as guest of honor. The 3-day event, which kicked off August 22, and it was actually a spirit-filled event, which also attracted top personalities and celebrities such as One Man Crazy, Ride with Uncle White, and other people, all of them showing up at the place. So that's what it is. All right, so folks, that's what it is. The IES is one thing that you never wanted to miss. And I'm sure that if you were there and you saw it for yourself ever since it began, then you know indeed this is what it is. All right, so that's what it is. Away from that, let's talk about something that is happening in theater here in Ghana. If you're a theater person and you've been wanting to be part of it, now Uncle White is getting something for you and you don't want to miss it. Now, Uncle White is joining me here in the studio and we have a conversation coming up about his one-man show that is about happening at the National Theatre. It's going to be an exciting interview with him. I mean, this is a man I love so much. So let's take this video from Uncle White. When I come back, I'll have a sit down with Uncle White about theater in Ghana and his play that is here to be shown at the National Theatre. Stay with that.
My name is White, James Evo White. Join me on this crazy ride.
All right, so people, welcome to Showbiz Now here on Joy Prime. You know, at this time, we'll get to have a conversation. We'll sit down, we'll talk about things happening in the entertainment industry here in Ghana. And there's one man that's always been out there. He's always been putting things together to ensure we keep having exclusive and quite thought-provoking place to watch at the National Theatre. And, well, this time around, he's got something up his sleeves again. We want to talk about it. And then we're getting to the details of that production as well. His name is the one and only, a living legend, Uncle Ebo White. He's here with me in the studio and we have a conversation coming up. My name is KMJ and I was born to talk. Welcome to Showbiz Now. Let me actually introduce to you the person I'm talking about. So, Uncle Ebo White.
Yes, sir.
Here on the show, this is how we do it. So you go like this, you come like this, you shake my hand, and then we swag.
Okay,
so let's
all
do
right.
It. So there we go. There you go. There you go.
This way, and then okay.
Good.
And what does that mean?
It's a handshake that connects you and
all right. In other words, it doesn't mean anything, but it's nice. No, let's do it.
There you go. Swag. Okay, so Uncle White is here. Now you've been doing everything about putting young talent on stage.
Yes.
This time around, like
I'm going on stage
the
myself.
pastor who said that Monsieur the home gym. No,
that's right.
You want to also do your own. Your own. How is that?
I think it's one of the things is I need to challenge myself. I've become very comfortable sitting in the pit there, watching them do it. As it were, investing my life, my creativity in them. But I began as a performer.
Right.
And I want to get back to that. And it is also my way of saying thank you to the many people who have supported me over the last 10 years of Roverman.
Wow.
Because there are patrons who are always there, patrons who buy tickets not just for themselves but for others.
Exactly.
And for this 10th anniversary, and we are here just because of them. I felt that this going on stage and performing for them would be the biggest way I can say thank you to them.
I've been imagining a lot of things that will go into that production.
Yes.
You alone on stage.
Yes.
Or you're going to have others backing you.
No, it will be me.
Wow.
Yes.
How is that going to be done?
Oh, it will be done.
I'm curious.
It will be done. I'll begin with the worship version of the Lucky Dube song, Back to My Roots.
Okay.
Have you heard the worship session before?
No, I've not heard.
Of Back to My Roots?
No, I've not heard.
I went to a party, oh praise the Lord, the other night. This is gonna be right. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Oh, that is the worship.
That's the worship version.
I'd love to hear the worship version of it, but this is exclusively to you. It's more like your own worship version of that song.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
So on that night, why did you decide that? Okay, after all this while, I needed to put this together and let all of them sit back. Is it because of the anniversary, or is something you've been planning over the years?
No, it's because of the anniversary. I hadn't really thought of going on stage because I thought that as the director and the artistic director of Roverman Productions, I should just keep staying at the back. But I also realized something. The guy who is born to talk, I realized that normally when people hit a certain age, we all push them to the background.
Yeah.
German Korano.
Especially in our industry, movie industry,
Korano, yes.
Music industry. Yeah.
And I realized, but that is the time when the people have also become rich. They've made all their mistakes. All their mistakes are behind them.
Yeah.
This is the time where they are going to give us deep, profound performances. And that is the time we are saying, go to the background. So I am hoping that after this performance, whenever people are telling somebody, look, when you need, he will be able to say, look at Uncle White. And then that whole resource that we threw away, we will no longer throw them away. And the arts industry, our cultural industry will suddenly take on a different meaning altogether.
There seems to be a decline in the way people patronize events here in GH, especially theater.
Yes.
But obviously, you keep doing it and it keeps happening for you. What is behind this? What's the secret?
No, we've also suffered a bit of that, but we have enough core following to keep us going. But I wish we had even better than we have currently. But we'll keep on trying. Ghanaians don't believe that another Ghanaian can do a great show. I believe that if I was a foreigner doing this in Ghana, I would have been a multimillionaire now. But Ghanaian is like, oh, that I have met people who tell me, "Mensheshu or Ghana."
Wow.
Yes. One of them told me, whenever I travel outside, if I don't go to Broadway or West End to watch a show, I don't return. But Ghana, he's never stepped at the National Theatre.
Why?
He doesn't believe any Ghanaian has sense enough to put up a great show. He doesn't believe it. Yes, and he was telling me.
The biggest challenge in terms of sponsorship, how has it been like corporate world? We keep appealing to them, come and nothing happens.
No, tough. It is very tough, and it's becoming tougher for a simple reason. We are losing grip of our economy.
Okay.
So you see a company here, but the control is from
somewhere
else. So the guy you are dealing with here does not have the authority, no matter what his title is. You would have to now go and make a case with a guy either in Dubai or in South Africa or in Singapore, in some cases, who has never been to Ghana, who doesn't know who Uncle White is, and is looking at what a play. We are not interested. Forget it. Wow. Meanwhile, the guy here knows that the platform is big; it will benefit us, but he can't see it, and so that is why it is becoming tougher and tougher, because we are losing our economy. The people who are controlling industry, controlling our businesses are not here. The real decision makers are not here.
And that's why we're suffering, obviously.
Yes.
Now, talking about Crazy Ride, when are we having this play?
1st September, 2nd September, 8th September, and 9th September. 2 shows each day. So I'm doing 8 shows.
Wow, that'll be tiring for you, I guess. Or you used to.
Oh, it'll be fun.
It will be fun. I like that.
It'll be fun.
Where can we get our tickets?
Come to Joy FM, the front desk of Joy FM. There would be there, Bachona Total, and other places. Any Shell filling station, you drive in and go to the shop, you are likely to find tickets there.
And of course, National Theatre will be the venue for
the National Theatre will be the venue.
Great, Uncle White, it's been a pleasure talking to you. And
no, let's do it right.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be there to watch the play and see you do your own thing. And I'm looking at when you're done, the kind of appreciation that will come for all that you've put together, because a lot of people, when you talk about one-man show, people have a certain perception about it that it might not really go well.
This will blow your mind.
I am looking forward to
will blow
a
your
spectacular performance from you. Many thanks
for
always honoring my invitation. God bless you so much.
I've told you that we'll do this.
We'll be doing this again.
Yeah,
so folks, that's the man I could go.
My name is White, James Ebo White. Join me on this crazy ride.
And once again, I would like to say a very big thank you to Uncle White for always honoring the invitation and coming to the studios to have a conversation with me. I'm sure you're also looking forward to that, play, the one-man show by Uncle White. It's happening at the National Theatre and it's on the 1st and 2nd, the 8th and the 9th of September. I'm sure you don't want to miss it. Go and grab your tickets right now and be a part of that excitement. I just can't wait to actually be there. Folks, on that note, I probably would like to say a very big thank you to you for watching. I'm going to be leaving this place now and enjoy the other part of my life elsewhere. But thank you so much for always being on. Don't forget that tomorrow we're going to be on to wrap up for the week at 9 o'clock. I'm going to be on IB's app at 11. And then at 12 tomorrow again, we'll have a conversation here, 12 to 12:30. Make sure you tune in. This is the only justified, classified, and of course verified entertainment show here in GH. My name is KMJ, the royal host. I was born to talk. I leave you with the video of the day from Kosi Arthur. Until then, salute.
Inside, outside, never switch up on a team, it's for life. They once there with me, so understand. All this money no go change your man. Yes, back on no bed. Now me dream what to do next. Squad they won't make a vex. Squad they come for my head. So why they do it for the fam, sticking to the plan. They no go understand. Say I know me if the bottom was bottom. I don't be in my ear to set Peter Pan. No, whoa. So they wear the same Vans, bro. No shirts, no accessories. They call me Flea, that's my fan mo. Mon kwasa sem no go get to me. Mr. 1 in my next to me. It go take a lot to upset to me. Baby, I me carefully. Or be me if I say open sesame. Then I'm inside, outside. Never switch up on a team, it's for life. They once there with me, so understand. All this money no go change your man. Inside, outside. Never switch up on a team, it's for life. They once there with me, so understand. Wow, all this money no go change your man. Blow, Paddy, you they do the most. On them crowd with feelings, now dealing to show what you post. Yeah, yeah, like since I would be me. Cause they shower time I want me to tap on your phone. And in real life, if you see me, you go popo and can't yam out to me. Yeah, makes you sound like Kitty Coco. I get nothing, prove nobody. Never said it go be simple. Say me in the best so swag. One jam me moko send people I stop like I did with. Charlie they super me minute. Me know me should mind them a bitch. And pray for my boys on the daily. Loyalty be renting me share it. Then my only pie shake it. Sit down and listen to reggae. Open my man day. House to kick it. Cause it's inside, outside. Never switch up on a team, it's for life. They once there with me, so understand. All this money no go change your man. Inside, outside. Never switch up on a team, it's for life. They once there with me, so understand. All this money no go change your man. Ooh. All this money no go change your man.
Do what you can do, but not what pleases somebody.
Charlie.